Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is about reading and writing. So I read a lot of books and I don't want to do one of those updates where you just come on and I hold up all the books that I've read in a certain period of time or whatever, because I feel like I'm going to forget what I said or what I wanted to say about a book by the time I get there. So what I'm doing is every time I finish a book, I'm just pulling out my phone and making a quick video about what I thought about it and usually my rating. And then I'll just pop up a picture next to me about whatever book I'm talking about. So here are all the books I've read. Get ready for some messy hair, some tired eyes, and some really good books. I'm really excited about my next Kindle read that I'm going to be able to start tonight. Well, I did say that it was almost midnight, so maybe I'll start this tomorrow, but that's not true. I'm going to read some tonight. Anyway, I'm going to go out to my computer and look it up because it's a Kindle Unlimited, which means it's going to be a new release within the last month that's on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm excited about it, and hopefully it'll be a good book, but it's going to be random, so we'll see. But I'll be back here probably with the audiobook that I'm listening to right now next time you see me. Okay, I just had to show y'all this. This is, I pulled up Amazon and I went to new releases. You can see right here in the last 30 days. And then I went up here and said Kindle Unlimited ones. And it says there's over 50,000 results. Surely there are not over 50,000 books in the last 30 days that are all on Kindle Unlimited. That doesn't even seem possible. I think I'm missing something. I'm going to keep searching and see what I can figure out, because I can't have my girl randomly give me a number 1 to 50,000. I'll be here all night trying to count up what my next book is. Just a second. So I still have over 50,000. What I thought I would do is sort by publication date, and then I would scroll down until I found like maybe the last 2 or 3 days. Well, here's something. First of all, these are all coming out tomorrow. Today is April 3rd. And so I have to, and it says Kindle Unlimited, but it wants me to pay to read them tomorrow when they come out. So anyway, I was planning on skipping all the way till I get to actually what today is, but I saw this. What? Listen. You will never hear me say that I read a book with that title right there. And also, I love that they just straight up put an age gap romance. Like, by the way, that's what this is about. Anyway, I find that to be funny. But I'm sure that Sophia Summers spent a lot of time writing it, so I shouldn't make fun of her book. I am sorry. What I am noticing is that the majority of these books are either fantasy or romance. Those seem to be the two main types of books that I see here. And like I said, these are all pre-order, so they don't come out until tomorrow. But the sheer number of books that come out every day on Amazon blows my mind, especially on Kindle. So anyway, I have 400 pages down here to start sorting through as I figure out how I'm going to randomly pick a Kindle Unlimited book for my next read. Okay, I had to go through like 4 pages to get to the new ones that are released today. And would you like to know, the first book is called The Unicorn's Mare, a Monsterly Years Romance. I'm just going on the record as saying I'm officially scared of what I might have to read for this time. Also, it has 4.5 stars. I mean, there's only 3 reviews, so hopefully those were friends and family members. Also, this is book 5 of 5, so I will not be reading the 5th book of any series. If it's not the first book in the series, I'm skipping it. Anyway, that is too much explanation about this, but I am blown away by what is available on Kindle, and also how many there are. Anyway, okay, I'm going to start counting. I'm not counting Spanish editions. Oh, let me click English over here. Okay, bad news. I have to start over, and there's still over 50,000 results, so I don't know how much that helped. but at least now I won't have to worry about counting those. So you won't see me again until I'm done reading another book, I promise. Okay, I lied and I said that I wouldn't be back, but I'm back. So what I did was out to the side over here, it tells you when they were released. And this one says today, which I told you is April the 3rd. It's about to be April the 4th in about 20 minutes. But I just counted all the books on Kindle Unlimited that came out today on April the 3rd, and there were 72 of them. I'm just blown away. Anyway, so I told this Siri on this phone to pick a number between 1 and 72, and she picked 38, and that's what it is right here. Snip that cord and free yourself. I guess I'm about to read a nonfiction book about disconnecting from electronics. Let's not talk about how ironic it is that I will be reading that book on a piece of electronic equipment. So I just finished reading one of my old authors, and her name is Serena Bowen, and it's called Hard Hitter. This is a series about a hockey team, and it's like each player on the hockey team gets their own book, and they're all a series of romances. I really liked Serena Bowen. The way I found her was through a series that was about college kids, college athletes specifically. Again, a hockey team. I think she must be a hockey fan. And I will say that you don't have to be a hockey fan to like this series, because I know next to nothing about hockey. But I do like the sports subgenre, I guess, of romance. And I do like this book. I mean, I do like Serena Bowen. However, this book has some issues that I did not like. Number one, the main thing that I didn't like is because it has the trope that I do not like. The trope where the main character, usually the guy, treats the other character, usually the female, just horribly. And she's very angry for usually justifiable reasons. And then he hugs her, or he gets close to her, and she's like, oh, I forgot everything that I was angry about because he smelled so good. What? No ma'am. No ma'am. That's not what we do. So I was mad about that. He was friends with her because she worked at the hockey place. And then I don't think this is giving anything away. This is close to the very beginning when we find this out. And it does kind of flash back and flash forward, at least for the first half of the book. But anyway, I guess I'll just say this to make sure we don't give any spoilers away. They were dating for over a year and talking about moving in together, okay? That's serious at this point, right? And he just calls her one day and breaks up with her and gives her no explanation and says, I'm going back to my ex-wife. The end. And he feels like it was a justifiable reason when he tells her, 2 years later is where this book picks up. So he gives her the reason, and at first she thinks it's dumb, just like I do. But then he got close to her and she couldn't think about anything. It's not exactly how it happened, but it was close to that, and it just makes me so angry. I'm like, have the conversation about how you got hurt, about how he hurt you and what he did. Have an actual conversation. So I will say, I usually like Serena Bowen's books. If this was the first book that I read by her, I might just be out and not read anymore. However, I'm very attached to all the people who work in the front office of the hockey team and to all the players that are on the team. And so I'm going to keep reading them. And I'm just going to hope that she got this trope out of her system and she's not going to come back to it again, because it was not enjoyable. At least the first half of the book was not enjoyable. Okay. Wait, these glasses are going to make me crazy while I'm trying to do this, so let me take them off. First of all, I just finished, a couple of clips ago, I was searching for a new book on Amazon, well, on Kindle Unlimited, and you saw how difficult that was to like narrow it down and figure it out. But I got a book written by, I'm cheating and looking over here, written by Grace Rich, and it's called Snip That Cord. And remember, here's a picture of it, and I remember thinking and even saying on the video that it was probably going to be about giving up technology, which I thought was funny because I was actually using technology to read the book. That's not what it was at all, y'all. First of all, Grace Rich, is from Nigeria. I'm not sure if she still lives there or not. She doesn't say that, and there's no like author bio. But she does describe her parents, and both of them are from Nigeria. And she said that her dad moved to a bigger city in Nigeria when he was 19, and that they had 9 kids, he and his wife, and she's one of 9. And anyway, that's beside the point. That's just a little background on her. This book was really good. Okay, number one, it's like 50 pages long, so it's really short, but it was so good. It was about snipping anything in your life that's hindering you from growing. So she broke down each chapter. Like the first chapter was fear. There was one about procrastination. There was one about time management. There was one about relationships and like your group and the people that you hang out with. And the very last chapter was technology. Now, she is super serious about nobody calling her on the phone to just chat. Like she says, if you can't say what you need to say in 5 minutes, then you're just rambling. You're not even saying anything. That was pretty funny to me. But one thing that did crack me up is she was talking about social media and how you should limit it if it's not enhancing you. And she said sometimes she gets in arguments with people on social media. And hold on, I highlighted this part so I'll see. She said this sentence, okay? She's talking about being in an argument like all day long. I spent the whole day angry while trying to drum some sense into someone who had made peace with life and identified as a fool forever. That just really made me laugh. Also, there's one more thing that I highlighted. Okay, so remember what I said about her saying that phone calls needed to be short? Here's what she said. In my interaction with anyone, your words must make sense within the first 30 seconds, else you're out. I won't waste my time with you in this life or the next. Everyone knows what happens to a companion of fools. What she has to say is some really good stuff, like really good advice that some people probably just need to hear. Like I said at the beginning, she talks about your environment and she talks about fear. And one thing she said when she's getting ready to go to bed at night, if she's got like anxiety things spinning in her head, she just says to them, that's fine, but I'll think about y'all in the morning. And then she goes on to sleep. And she said, sometimes in the morning, my problems are gone. It's funny. I mean, it was really good. And it had these cute little funny parts in there. And again, like I said, it's 50 pages. It's just really good advice. This might be like a really good book to give to like a graduating senior or something. I don't know that they would read it, but the ones who would might get some really good stuff out of it. Anyway, that was my Kindle Unlimited book and I really liked it. And now I'm going back to reading one of my old authors on Kindle. Well, I tried to come out here right after I finished reading this book, but I was crying. So I had to get myself under control, and then I came out here. I also wanted a really sunny place so that I could be happy. And anyway, okay, this book is called The Skeleton Tree. It's a middle grade reader. That's my puppy. His name is Django. It's by Kim Ventrella, I think is how you say her name. They said it once or twice on the audio book. So this book is told from the point of view of Stanley. And he is, I think he's 11 or 12. He's about to be a teenager, they said. So I think that's how old he is. And that's probably as young as I would go with people reading this. I would actually say older than that, young teenager maybe. I don't know. Some definite trigger warnings for death and children dealing with death. but I really liked it. Like, it was a very unique spin on illness and death, and I was really disappointed the way the adults are portrayed in this book. The mom seemed pretty real, I guess. I've never been in that situation, and I've never been around moms who have been in that situation. So I can't say for sure, but the dad, like, I don't know. I just am like, is that really what somebody would do? I don't know. The whole part about dad just seems a little too much. But again, I've never been in that situation, and I've never known anybody like that, but there definitely could be people like that. I shouldn't say that's not how somebody would act, but anyway, I'm still going to give it 4.5 stars. I just thought it was really well done and really well written. I hate to cry. So I was a little sad that it made me cry. Not that I don't expect some books to make me cry, but I don't like it when it does. So I'm excited to move on to the next book. And the next book is the NPR biography read. And I've decided that when I start picking those, I'm going to pick them and put them on Instagram. Which reminds me, here's my Instagram. If you have Instagram, go follow me over there. It's a brand new channel. I just started it, the Instagram account. I just started it when I started the channel, and so it's brand new, and I probably need some more friends. So if you're on Instagram, go over there. I'm working on how to share the things that I'm reading over there as well as over here. So anyway, I'm about to find my next audio read, which will be the NPR biography. Okay, there you go. That's the books that I've read. I am constantly making these and constantly putting them out. I didn't want them to get too long, so I've started stopping them at around 15 to 20 minutes just because, like I said, I read a lot of books and I don't want these videos to be really long. Please let me know if you've read any of these books or if you have any recommendations for books that I should read. And if anybody out there wants to do a buddy read, I'm always open to reading books with other people. The whole reason I started this is because I wanted to be able to discuss with other people what I was reading and talk about it. So let me know, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye, guys.